Alright, everyone. PDS 21 pink area, Polygon, Morton, Forkville, tornado safe place now. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Monster tornado. We are a little late to the coverage. I am so sorry about that, everyone. I am now getting informed as to what's going on. We were fixing an issue here. We're trying to figure out where the area of trying to see if we have anything. We're gonna mute that and go live on Instagram. So I'm sorry about that, everyone. This is the tornado warning. We're gonna get specifics here in a second. This is the tornado right here. This right here is that tornado. You need to be in your safe place. Forkville, Morton, tornado safe place now. This is a large tornado. Very large tornado. That I think we just saw dissipate too. Not 100% sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They went PDS just a short time ago. About 10 minutes ago. So once again, right here, this is your tornado, right there. That it's currently along your Rankin and Scott County line. This is right there. This is a strong tornado. Again, very, at least large. It's not even showing up on velocity. This thing may have died considerably. Yeah, right there. That's your tornado. That's your tornado right there. That's going to be moving off to the north here. Let's see if we got a CC drop. Reflectivity hole. No, we don't. So we're just basing off of this right here. This is the product we're going to look at most. This is correlation coefficient scale from 0 to 1. -1 to 0. -1 to +1. Sorry. What it is your pinks here. This is fine. This, you know, rain. Stuff like that. These colors right here, right there, that indicates a tornado. This right here is your area to watch. Now let's get a storm track on this real quickly. It was a very strong tornado here near Pelahatchie, which you guys will find. You guys come out of your tornado safe place if you're in Pelahatchie. Forkville. That's your tornado right there. To me, it has dissipated. To me, the tornado has dissipated. I do not care. This is a strong tornado that really needs to be watched very closely. And we can see this here. That's where your tornado is. It's going to be out of the warning here in about 10 or so minutes. So 10 or so minutes, it's going to be near Hillsborough and Harperville. Those are your areas. That does not look good. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit darkened. This right here. That's your tornado. We are looking close to the radar. So I have a thought. We were seeing debris being lofted 7,000 feet. So 7,000 feet is where we were seeing, and there you go, just like that, PDS has been dropped. Where is my graphic? Where is my graphic? Did my graphic break? No, that's not the right graphic. There we go, that's the right graphic. Sorry about that, everyone. We're going to stay live with this here. I just want to point out that this has not been a PDS for too long. It was there for about 10-15 minutes or so. Weekend dissipated. I did not think we'd see this here near Jackson. I would have personally been live as it came through Jackson, but I was busy doing other stuff. Then I got notification, hey, that we had a strong tornado just east of Jackson. That's why we have initiated an Instagram stream as well. We're going to keep coverage on this here as it moves into Scott County. So we are now primarily Scott County. So we are only in Scott County. Let's zoom in on this here. I'm going to step off to the side for a second. This area right here, that tornado has dissipated. Good news. We are back down to a indicated, yes, back down to an indicated rotation. Your rotation is right here. This is going to be west of Highway 43. So just west of Highway 43 is where we're seeing that rotation. And it's going to be tracking off near Harperville. Harperville, be prepared for a tornado warning. I'm not seeing much that signifies to me that this is going to be a tornado warning much longer. This goes until 8:15 Central Time. So again, 8:15 Central for this tornado warning right here. And on reflectivity, it looks like a tangled mess. It went PDS at the 7:23 scan. We got live. We went live at 32. So a 10-minute differential really is not that bad. That is significantly bad. I will rephrase that. But right here, this is, you know, where most of your throttle lies. Morton, you should be fine. However, they kept you in it, so stay in it. But this is lifting off more to the northeast of you guys. So you guys in Morton should be fine. Forkville, shelter now. You guys, even though you're not, it's not a PDS tornado warning, you still want to be in your safe place. It's nighttime. You're not going to see much in Forkville. Morton, it's the same thing. The tornado has lifted. There is no evidence of a tornado. Now near Pelahatchie, there was good evidence we had a strong tornado. It's going to be a long investigation on that one. Morton and Forkville, stay in your safe place. Pelahatchie, you guys can begin clean up. Branch, you guys are no longer included in the tornado warning as well. This now just includes Morton and Forkville. This includes Interstate 20, just barely. Interstate 20, you're fine. You do not need to be in your safe place. If you're driving along US 80 from Pelahatchie up here to Forest, reconsider your route. And if you're in Morton, specifically, kind of pull over, find a gas station or a sturdy structure. And if you're along State Highway 43 from Branch, from Branch, and there you go, Morton, you're fine. Figured they'd do this. All right, this no longer includes US 80. US 80, you're fine. You're gonna take your car and go elsewhere now. You've got a line of thunderstorms. We'll take a look at this here. Got a line of thunderstorms right here behind you guys. This isn't doing anything. This is a severe thunderstorm warning, and this is not going to do anything. Right there. That's not doing anything. So, that's the good news. We only have 2 severe thunderstorm warnings. We've had a lot of tornado warnings since I left, I will admit. But this is our one and only tornado warning here, so... realistically, I don't think we're going to continue tornado warning. We're looking at a thing called base velocity. You're seeing a little bit of rotation right there, where the dark red and the bright reds meet. That's where your tornado is. It's going to be lifting off at about 49 knots, and that is 55 miles per hour. We're going to read this off to you guys. Tornado warning remains in effect until 8:15 for Scott County. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Forkville. This is the rotation we're talking about. Moving northeast at 55. This is 7 miles north of Morton. That was updated 2 minutes ago. And if we go to a product I like personally better than base velocity, storm relative velocity, there's a difference. Difference is you're looking at what the storm's doing versus what radar says it's doing. Radar, base velocity does not take into account for storm motion, so this is moving 55. You could see some crazy readings. Normally, we have a thing called, let me see, this could help me here. De-alias. De-alias does not help me in this situation because we're so close to the radar. But right there's your immediate danger. Let's get a storm track on this. Should be the last storm track. We have a new tornado warning. And this does include Brooksville, Crawford. Ooh! That is something to watch very closely. Let's take a look at that one. Because that's very, very strong indication. We may have a tornado on the ground with that one. Again, this is a QLCS tornado. We got 2 areas of rotation. One south of Crawford. I'm surprised that was not tornado warned a while ago. And then right here, Louisville. Louisville. There's multiple pronunciations. That right there. Let's get a storm track on this one, because this does go from Ford. I'm going to have to call out a lot of counties today. Okay. Lowndes, Noxubee, and Winston. Those are your counties under this new tornado warning. If you're in the polygon, respect it. Go to your interior room, lowest floor of a sturdy building, avoid windows if you're outdoors or in a mobile home. Find the closest substantial shelter. And I am being called out, probably some project I messed up on.
She's going to have it for that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and close this door.
Okay. Alright, that's good news. Okay. Sorry about that, everyone. I'm really surprised that this hasn't produced a tornado here. This is a Discreet supercell. This, I think, needs to be watched extremely closely. Alright, let's get a storm track on the southern portion here. It's going to be really... Alright. It's going to be about 10 miles. This is a massive estimation. Yeah, that's about 10 miles. 10 miles north of Moshuaville. 15. Brooksville in about 25 minutes. Brooksville, you have a rotation that's over you right now, and I'm very concerned about this rotation as it's coming through. This is the rotation to watch extremely closely. As we go up, 45 minutes from now, it's going to be about right here. It's going to be right here. I know my hair is freaking out. I understand. And up here, this one's probably tracking faster. I bet we're going to see a tornado warning, a tornado with that here shortly, if we don't have one already. Your rotation is broadening out. That's probably why they extended it as far as they did. It'd probably go right here, because this is what this one will do. This one will spin up very quickly and then die immediately. I'm going to step off frame for a second. Sorry about that, everyone. We have basically dropped coverage on this one. Forkville's safe place now. We have two areas of rotation, one of them which is right here, north of Brooksville, south of Crawford, and the other one coming up towards Brookville and Crawford. So, both of these right here are very dangerous and something to watch extremely closely. If we take a look at correlation coefficient, no sign that this is on the ground. However, something to watch there. That's your rotation though. That right there is your rotation. So, extremely large wall cloud, I will say. That's a pretty large wall cloud. It's going to be tracking northeast here. So Brooksville, you guys will be included, and then as it tracks through, it'll hit U.S. State Highway. I cannot read that. State Highway 69. Okay. That makes more sense. I was trying to make sense of it because it looks like little snowflakes. Right here. 69. This is extremely dangerous. It's going to be tracking up towards here. This rotation right here. South of Crawford, north of Brooksville. This is also tracking with this white line here. So it's tracking with the white line. That's where we're watching. So these two areas. Let's go to Scott County, where we do have a tornado warning. Excuse me. Forkville, you're fine. Come out of your safe place. That's your rotation right there, just on Harperville as we speak. And this is a tornado warning. Just so you guys know, it is no longer a PDS tornado warning. You're fine. You guys come out of your safe place if you're in Forkville. Realistically, anything to the west of my hand, southwest, can come out of your safe place. Alright, let's go back up here because this is the main concern. I'm also going to turn off my place file. This is a QLCS event, so I don't need those. I don't need that. There we go. Okay. This rotation's broadening out. Certainly good news. We're seeing this one dying off, which is really good news. This is the top of my TV. That's crazy. But this one remains strong enough that they're going to keep that tornado warning. This one's dying off. It's getting sucked in by the line. It's getting behind that cold front. Once it gets behind that cold front, it's done. It cannot produce. There's a certain degree to where it can, and that is what we call a wet bulb. I will not get into that for your sake, because it's a lot to explain. Let's storm track the southern rotation here. This one we're going to call off we're going to say this one's done. We'll watch it. If it re-strengthens, we'll come back for it. Alright. Storm track. Make sure I'm on the Scott County, Mississippi tornado warning. It's almost out of that area. Very weak rotation. If they reissue, I'm going to just talk about this for a second. Hillsboro, Walnut Grove, Harperville, Sebastopol. You guys need to be prepared for a tornado warning in case they do reissue. Alright, let's storm track this. Alright, we're going to be right in this area. It's about 15 miles north of State Highway 14. 15 miles north of US 14. State 14, sorry. State 14. This is going to be about 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11 to 12 miles. This is a major if. This is going to be 12 miles northeast, 14 now, of Mashulaville. Okay, so it's going to be right here. Brooksville, 17 minutes. Exactly, 17 minutes. Go to your safe place now. With this new scan we got, I want to take a look at your... And it's straight tightened. Okay. Tightened to a very scary degree. This is also what we mean. I said in the earlier stream today, thought we just had it tomorrow reported, that your very brights on your very dark can be an indication of rotation. We're seeing that right here on both of these. This is why I personally love storm relative velocity, because it'll filter all that out. And if we don't use de-aliasing, this is what you get. This is what you get when you don't de-alias stuff. This is personally why I keep de-alias on. Scott County has been canceled. Scott County has been canceled. I'm not going to be surprised if this one gets its own tornado warning up here near State Highway 69 from New Hope to Alabama. Macedonia. That's what I was thinking, but I wanted to just say this. I'm going to draw out here. I'm going to give specifics here in a second as to what I'm doing. This area here in this blue box needs to be prepared, because this storm right here does have a lot of energy. It got behind the front. It's back in front of that front. So it's back into a favorable environment. That blue area here that I've highlighted, this area needs to watch extremely closely. Macedonia, Millport, because this is coming through, and once it comes through, you could see a tornado warning get issued for it. That is personally my take on it, though. I'm convinced we got a tornado on the ground right here. I'm convinced it's on the ground. Looking at the winds pushing in, this is all flowing towards radar. Radar's up here, probably about right in here, which I will zoom out for context. Alright, here's radar. This is radar right here. Greens are moving towards, so that your greens, your brights, towards, right here. Your reds are moving away. See how we had that? rotation. I just miscued that whole thing. This is, we're gonna probably keep on to this one for now. So I want to see what this one does. Right there. This one's the one to watch extremely, extremely closely. The one down here is QLCS tornado threat. I agree. I'm not paying as much attention to it as I should. These are your only 2 warnings in the country. This is a special weather statement. So this right here is a special weather statement. This does not appear up here. I custom added this. Just so you know, it's not that significant. 40-mile-per-hour winds. I'm going to read this out to you guys. Doppler radar was tracking strong thunderstorms along a line extending from Tremont to Aberdeen. Movement was east at 45. Wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour. That's usually what you see special weather statements for, is the lower end of things. I'm concerned. Truly am concerned. We're about to see a few tornadoes pop down. We are monitoring the net. There you go, Columbus. You're now under a tornado warning. Columbus, Steens, shelter now. New Hope. You were in a tornado warning. You're in another one, except you're directly in it. So all of New Hope, shelter now. If you're driving along US 45 from State Highway 50, stop driving. Okay, so from State Highway 50, if you're driving along US 45, stop driving. If you're driving along 82 from 45, where your eastern tip here meets 82, US 82 and 45, stop driving. This is coming right up to you guys here. Steens, same thing, US 12. So these are your three warnings in effect that appear up here. The 3 warnings that appear right up here is right here. Alright. 2 areas of rotation. This is severe thunderstorm warning. Don't worry about that. That's yellow. That we don't really worry about it unless if it gets darker. Just stay inside if you're in this yellow polygon Louisville. You're fine. You can also exit your place now. Knox powder. Stay in your house for about 10 minutes though. You do not need to be sheltered in Knox powder. But the red areas where you are in a red polygon, Mashulaville. You guys fine, come out of your safe place. Macon, same thing. North Macon, sorry. That doesn't change the fact from US 45A from Macon to Crawford. From Macon to Crawford on US 45A should not be driving. That does not change that fact. You still don't want to be driving from Macon to Crawford. Columbus, you are also in a tornado warning. Separate tornado warning. Your tornado warning for Columbus and Steens expires at 8:30. While your southern tornado warning for Brooksford and Crawford remains in effect until 8:45. So that's 45 extra minutes of lead time. I'm pretty sure we got a small tornado on the ground. This is starting to broaden out. You're seeing more grays enter this area here, which is certainly good news. We like gray. We like the grays. Those are really good. most of the time. Unless if you're storm chasing, then we really don't like the grays. Just let it FYI. So that's why we keep our attention on our... I wouldn't be surprised if there's a tornado ongoing. 80 mile per hour inflow. That is insanity. Columbus, shelter. Steens, shelter. New Hope, shelter. You are in the... This should be cutting a track like this. But uh-oh. Here's something. It's your rotation. What is that? I'm playing here. This is your rotation. It's tracking this way. This is your line. This blue line is the line that this needs to be overtaken by before this becomes a QLCS threat. This is a discrete, semi-discrete supercell. Semi-discrete for a reason. I do not consider this discrete. Let's storm track your rotation. Storm motion from warning. There you go. Let's take off our drawing graphics here. That's your rotation right there. See? Right there. Rotation. I nailed my positioning. This is its track. It's going to cut extremely close to New Hope. Columbus, I do believe that you guys are fine. I believe they warned you because we're uncertain of that track. Right now, your main concern really with this cell is this. That is your main concern. This blue box is the main. Columbus, that does not mean to come out of your safe place. That means you stay in your safe place. But this is the main concern. Because once this gets pulled in by this, you could see a QLCS tornado. You could see a QLCS tornado. I know why they issued the polygon like this. Really, I do. Because if anything tries to form off in here, this is going to affect Columbus. They want a lot of lead time with this in Columbus. Lead time, and lead time. We do have 2 tornado warnings that do go for the next 45 minutes. And then we're going to have winter storm coverage. I do got to make graphics, so probably around 9:30 or so we'll be live with that. And that looks to be a little bit of rotation. Which winter storm coverage can be interrupted by tornado coverage at any given moment. I just want to make that clear. We're going to have to create a graphic for it. So I'm sorry. We got to create like a whole big graphic. I was going to do that, but we had a PDS tornado warning, so we came. And we don't just leave because PDS is over. I want to stress that out. New Hope, you need to be in your safe place. Columbus, Steen, same thing. Let's go down here to your QLCS tornado threat. This area could be one rotation, it could be many rotations. Safe place, Brooksville, Crawford, and Big B Valley. You guys need to stay in your safe place as well. This is going to probably cross just north of Brooksville and south of Crawford. But still yet, you need to be in your safe place. Let's go back up to your New Hope cell. Storm track. We're going to be out into Alabama. Into Lamar County. Here within 5 or so minutes. So that's going to be a big threat here. However, if we look just behind that, This is that line. This is the semi-discrete supercell we're talking about here. As it tracks off like this, you're going to see a more faster line. I worded that horribly. But, again, slow processor today. As the line catches up to this, there's two things I've seen. This will strengthen out of nowhere and just become a monster. Not likely in this environment. We're also not even in the environment for a strong tornado. But here we are, we had a strong tornado. And right here, what we see is a QLCS tornado and a semi-discrete supercell. Very close proximity. We see these all the time. Holdenville, EF3. I'm calling off violent tornadoes. Okay, that's horribly. But this is your main threat. This I'm not calling off. In no way am I saying this one's not going to be as significant, because these are both entirely significant in their own way. They both change lives. They both change lives. And we're just seeing this one weaken and broaden out, and this one to remain dominant. While it does weaken as well. Let's take a look at correlation coefficient and nothing. What you're seeing here, this is radar beam. This is nothing. This could be, as you guys see, that could be a hail spike too. Nope. I'm going to take a look at that through Birmingham. That could give me a good explanation. Terrain. Okay, it's just terrain. Just radar beam hitting terrain. Nothing much in there. Okay. That's certainly good news. Columbus, you guys are fine. Come out of your safe place. There is no tornado threat for Columbus. You guys are fine. If you're in, I've even forgot that name. Steens, stay in your safe place. As this line comes through, there could be a small tornado within it. That's why they have that warned. I'm tracking a small area of rotation. It's insignificant. It's really insignificant. But that is something to keep an eye on. Right there. QLCS tornado spin off fast. And the more I look, the more of a clobbered mess this just becomes, and this one just becomes less and less likely to produce a tornado from here. That's your area of rotation right there. We were surprised a little bit ago that, hey, this wasn't producing a tornado. Certainly good news. However, that right there is your issue. We're not paying as much attention to this one as we should. My phone is going to die. So, probably give it about 15 minutes and it'll die. So we're going to plug that in tonight. And this graphic over here is outdated. They updated it. Enhanced risk is gone. There's no more enhanced risk. This is your main area of concern. As it comes up to Brooksville and then New Hope. That's that green triangle right here. The green upside down triangle is where your rotation is. That is what we call a tornado vortex signature. There's no tornado, but that's what I prefer to call it. I want to get velocity on that. We may have a tornado on the ground. I'm not ruling it out, but just really hard to tell because nothing in that area is lining up. This rotation is broadening out right here. Really broadening out. Let's zoom in, closer look. You see here we got some of these grays coming through here. This is that. This is it. New Hope, you guys should be fine. Stay in your safe place. Yeah, there you go, Steens. Come out of your safe place. Yeah, okay. That does confirm what I was thinking. Now it's up to National Weather Service Birmingham, which covers, this is Jackson, this is Birmingham. Jackson, Birmingham, Jackson, Birmingham. I want to put that in your head. If you guys live in this area, you are known. You know tornadoes. You know what they do. Watch the red polygons and respect it. Honestly, I might end coverage once it gets into Alabama because you've got a lot of people covering it. ABC 3340. My personal favorite weather team. You're seeing the grays move in here. Here's your rotation though. It's going to be just to the north of Brooksville. Brooksville, stay in your safe place. This is too close for comfort if you're in Brooksford. Crawford, same thing. Safe place. Right here's your rotation. Green's moving towards radar. Red's moving away. That's your rotation. I should cover it like that, but to get technical with it here. This is our main area of concern now. I'm not too worried with the exact Lowndes County. I'm not too concerned with it. It's going to be interesting to me to see what the National Weather Service Birmingham does to this top one. I wonder if they severe thunderstorm warn it with a tornado possible tag for Millport, or if they tornado warn it. That's going to be a good... Brooksville, Crawford, you're fine. Crawford, come out of your safe place. Crawford, you are clear to come out of your safe place. Brooksville, stay in your safe place. However, look. I'm going to laugh. That right there is your rotation. However, you're starting to see get more grays get in between. I really hope that this right here, that's your rotation. That I don't think that's enough context to say a tornado's on the ground. I can't say with certainty if that's a tornado. That's lining up perfectly right here. This lines up perfectly. However, there's just an uncertainty because of this radar beam. Radar's hitting trees or something. That's my guess here. That's why we're seeing all of this non-meteorological stuff. But this right here is very concerning right here. That could be a sign we have a tornado. My thing with it right now is it needs to be consistent for 2 scans. If it's not, then I can't really say much. New Hope, you guys come out of your safe place. Short time. South New Hope, safe place. North New Hope, you're fine. This is the area we're watching very closely. Specifically right here, just north of Brooksville, we may have a tornado ongoing. It really would not surprise me if we have a QLCS tornado ongoing. I believe the National Weather Service Birmingham is closing off this one, so pretty much putting an X on. Yeah, we got a tornado on the ground. We have a tornado on the ground. Right there. That could actually become a PDS warning. Wow. We do have a tornado ongoing. Let's wait on the next velocity scan here, and we'll figure something here for fun. Never mind, no tornado. This is a tornado. I'm not even bringing it too out of context. That's a tornado. What I gotta do, I gotta charge my phone. It's at 2%, and with the tornado being ongoing, I'm gonna try to keep that inch string going. Let me go get a knife. Still tornado on the ground. Probably won't be in 30 minutes. Alright. Now I can feed this through. We are plugging my phone in. Super sorry about that, everyone. Here we go. Right here. It's a rotation. I want to move that down here just a bit. Yeah, that's much better. That's a tornado right there. Weak velocity, but we do have a tornado on it. And we have a new tornado warning for Mendenhall, McGee, Shivers. We're not going to pay much attention to that tonight. We're going to pay attention to where we may have a tornado ongoing here. We got debris being scattered. That's your tornado right there. Your debris being scattered up and into other areas that your beam's hitting it right here. My phone is affecting the camera too, so. This right here, tornado warning, tornado on the ground. That's why we got this confirmed tornado graphic up right here. You can see it matches the color scheme that I have with it. I have a specific color scheme for each type of tornado warning. That way it's easy for you guys to detect. And we use GR2 Analyst version 3. I'm really surprised this one produced and the one up here didn't produce when it was like right here. I'm really surprised by that. Find a way to surprise me. That's the way to surprise me. Right there. That's your tornado. You can see it. We got the appendage here. This is a supercellular characteristic. And we do have that blue, which just further signifies, hey, we got a tornado. Burkesville, you guys can come out of your safe place. Brooksville, you guys can indeed come out of your safe place now. So, right here. This, right there. That's your tornado. And just like that, I do believe it has dissipated. Just like that, it has dissipated. Or I do believe it has dissipated. I'm not finding evidence to support it's still on the ground. The New Hope tornado warning was canceled. However, South New Hope, you are involved in this polygon right here. You need to stay in your safe place. South New Hope. Sorry guys, I'm tired right now at the moment. It's been a really long day. So, here soon we might transfer over to sitting at the desk and communicating through there. I'd say in about 10 minutes or so, because I just want to be able to sit and do it. So, right there. This is that line we're talking about. Can cause significant winds, so watch out for severe thunderstorm warnings. That's your tornado right there. That's your tornado right there. It's still on the ground. I don't see any evidence, yet again, that it has dissipated. Sorry about that, everyone. Right there. Ignore that green triangle. That green triangle does not mean anything. We have a tornado ongoing. Right there. That's your tornado. This right here is your tornado that is ongoing. East of Brooksville. If you're Brooksville to the west, you guys are fine. You guys can come out of your safe place. Right now, the areas that need to be in their safe place, and I'm going to keep this marked up here. Is anywhere, if you are in this blue area to the state line of Alabama, safe place now. If you're on this side here, if you're on this side of that blue line, Brooksville, Crawford, you guys do not need to be in your safe place. This is the area to watch right here. There is a tornado. It is doing damage. These can last 10 minutes. These can last a second even. And really just further confirmation, we got a tornado continuing. Okay. I want to take a look at the new velocity scan on that, because that ain't good. That's a lot better. Ever look at the return from this. Wow. Look at the brights in here. That is just wow. This is your tornado. It is actively doing damage. So this is going to be tracking into Alabama. Let's storm track it again. We have not storm tracked it in quite a while. Macedonia, 20 minutes. Reform, 30. North of Reform. If it survives an hour, Newtonville, 50 minutes. That right there is all we're going to do. And there you go. 2 tornadoes ongoing. Let's go south of Dodge. South of Jackson. I'm really trying to say Dodge City here. What is this one? Radar confirmed. Oh, right there. That's your tornado. I got that one quickly. Mendenhall, McGee, Shivers. Here's your tornado. It's going to be tracking this way. Towards there. 99% sure it is, actually. It's going to track more towards McGee. 30 minutes. Yeah, 30 minutes in McGee to prepare. You need to be in your safe place now. If you're going to get out of McGee, go south. Go south in McGee to Mount Olive and wait until this warning gets past McGee. Once they cancel this warning, you can go back to McGee. If you're in Mendenhall, you've got time to go to Braxton. If you're in Shivers or Panola, you have no time. These two cities right here, you need to be in your safe place now. These two areas can go south or north. If you're in McGee, you need to go south, Mendenhall, northeast to Braxton. Braxton's about right here. We'll zoom in a notch so you guys can see. Yeah, there you go. There's Braxton. That's where you need to go if you're in Mendenhall. Trying to give you guys a place to get out of the tornado warning. Does not mean you're going to stay out of the tornado warning. Just means you won't be in a tornado on the ground warning. Alright, let's go back up to the ongoing tornado near Brooksville. That's about to enter Pickens County. I want to see the latest vlog. Have we seriously not had an update? I believe that tornado is still ongoing. It's just relatively weak. Weak tornado right here. Weak tornado. I can't see anything to signify it's strong. It is weak. And this is going to be riding the Lawrence, and this is going to be on the Laundries and Noxubee County line. That's the county line we're riding. This is Laundries, Noxubee. Laundries and Noxubee County. This is that line right here that separates the counties. It is green for some reason. It's going to be riding that line. That's where your tornado is. Or at least debris fallout. I cannot confirm it's a tornado because some things don't match up. But with context that we're given, I do believe it is a tornado doing damage. Tree damage is likely. This is probably hitting trees. That's what we're seeing. This in here, I do believe it's debris fallout. I do not believe a tornado is in here. We're going to highlight this. And if nothing matches up, I'm going to say that's debris fallout. That could be your tornado right there. That does, I will say that does align. Velocity comes in a little bit faster, a little bit slower than correlation coefficient and reflectivity, those type of products. So that could be the case here on this cell. Alright, let's go back south to Lawrence and Simpson counties, where we do have a tornado warning about to enter into, I should say tornado, Simpson County. It is in Simpson County. Looks like your tornado has faded out. This was the tornado right here. It looks like things have faded out and the tornado is no longer on the ground. I want to wait on one more scan to confirm what I was saying, but I'm pretty sure that we are tornado warning less. Not less, but we are probably tornado less as we speak. Sorry, I'm a little tired this afternoon, this night. My processor is really slow, so. Let's go over to YouTube chat. Want to see what you guys on YouTube are saying. Mute. What state? We are in Mississippi, about to enter Alabama. Laundries and Noxubee County, tornado has lifted. Once again, Laundries and Noxubee County, tornado has lifted. Alright, I am now looking at YouTube chat. Sorry, I was not before. I was doing an Instagram live. Alright, so this is your only confirmed tornado warning. Here's my thing. I do not see context that this is tornado. I do believe that this is debris fallout. To me, an area of rotation is forming right there. That is me. So Mount Olive, you need to be watching very closely as well, because that could be something in interest of the National Weather Service. Same goes for all of this area. This area can produce a what we call a QLCS tornado. Fast spin-ups are also possible. Let's go back north. Let's get an update on your Brooksville and Noxubee County tornado warning. Okay. Here we go. This is your rotation right here. It's broadening. So I do think, now this can ramp back up. This is my thoughts as of right now. I do think that that the National Weather Service Birmingham could possibly put a tornado warning for Macedonia. Macedonia, you need to prepare. Because if this continues like it is, no question in my mind, they're going to tornado warn it. I thought I saw a wire broken there. So I had to make sure, hey, I didn't have a wire broken. This right here is rotation. So Macedonia, you need to prepare. Okay. Ethelsville. Same thing. Ethelsville. It's the same thing for you guys. You need to prepare. Reform. Right here. Just prepare. I would not say you need to be sheltered yet. But prepare from Reform to the west. This will probably take a tornado warning like this. That's probably what your tornado warning is going to look like. Let's go down to Simpson County. Alright, I'm going to point something out. This is from the earlier tornado warning that did cause us to go live. This is that. This is to be no concern. Your severe weather threat here is over. Once this line right here passes through, your severe weather threat's over. I just wanted to point that out. You do have a tornado warning south, so I'm going to say this now. I'm going to issue my own little box. This is something you will never see me do on usually. This is the area to watch right here. If you're in this blue polygon that I just created, this is something you will never see me do unless I have extreme confidence that we have a tornado that is unwarned. This is technically unwarned. This is your tornado warning, and this is unwarned. So if I'm in this blue polygon here, I'm probably gonna go ahead and go take my safe place just in case, because I figured they'll put a new tornado warning down on it. That is my opinion. I am not Discreet yet, so just take that in note. But context. I'm going to show 6 panels. This is normalized rotation. Let's line everything up. This is your rotation. This red square is where I do believe the greatest threat of a tornado is, right there. Everything lines up perfectly to be a tornado. Now I want to see what the NWS does. We'll come back up to that tornado warning in a minute. Calm, you're under a severe thunderstorm warning. Shivers, Panola, you guys come out of your safe place. You are no longer under a tornado warning. Mendenhall, you guys are fine as well. This is the area I'm watching very closely because this is a tornado that is just south of that warning. So we're going to watch that very closely. All right, while we wait for a return scan, which should be coming as we go back to that tornado warning, I just want to show this tornado warning off really quickly. Let everyone know that stuff here for anyone in Pickens County. This right here looks to be a little bit of rotation. I would not be surprised. Yeah, even on base velocity, on reflectivity it's much harder, but I can tell. Alright, so Big B Valley, you guys are not in the current threat. Just watch very closely. Again, once this line passes, your threat's done. Pickensville, Carrollton, Reform, Ethelsville, Macedonia. You guys also need to be preparing. Alright, now we should have a radar scan down here. I just wanted to point that out. There we go. Alright, that tornado has entered the tornado warning. So this is your tornado. It is on the ground. It is actively doing damage. It's going to be tracking towards McGee. So let's get a storm track on this here. It'll be in McGee in 17 minutes. McGee, you have no time to prepare. Shelter now. I gave you guys about 10 to 15 minutes of preparation time. Now's the time to act upon it. I will say, if you were going to leave McGee, you should have done it a while ago. Your time's up. If you're trying to leave now, it's too late. You need to be in a sturdy structure. If you're in a mobile home, get out. Don't even be in a mobile home. This is a serious, serious threat. Mobile homes will flip over. They'll be destroyed in an EF2. EF2s can destroy a mobile home. That is the scariest thing about living in a mobile home. Thankfully, whenever I have a tornado warning, I'm never home. So, that's that. We're not going to discuss that because we do have an active tornado warning doing damage. And this is your velocity here. That's your couplet right there. And pairing that with correlation coefficient, I'm stepping off screen for a second. I'm stepping off screen for a second. Pairing that with your correlation coefficient drop gives me extreme confidence that we do have a tornado on the ground. However, I do believe, and this is as of the latest correlation coefficient scan, it has lifted. I do believe. That does not mean come out of your safe place. That in no way means that. Because these things can put down tornadoes, families of tornadoes. You can see 2 tornadoes, even 3, 4, 5. Quad state supercell. I like using that. I believed it had lifted. This is back on a different channel I had. I believe it had lifted. It did lift. But it put down like 8 miles or so later. And it put down like 4 tornadoes in that short period of time. That is why I say, in no means do you come out of your safe place. No means. That just means it may not be doing damage. We may be not hitting anything. It may be a grassland. That's what I'm suspecting here. It's just picking up this grass here. There's a building right here. Pray for the people in this building right here. That's your rotation. There still is a good chance it's on the ground, but I do not believe it is. We'll know here in the next scan whether it's on the ground or not. I'm pretty sure a new scan just came in. Yeah, I have enough confidence to say this tornado has lifted. Let's go back up to Noxubee County. I'm trying to cover all these tornado warnings at once. The Noxubee County tornado warning expires in one minute. Expires in 1 minute. If they were going to reissue a tornado warning, it would already be issued. I do not think we're going to see a tornado warning, but be alert along this line. Let me give you guys a good estimate as to where to be alert. If you are from Macon west to about Columbiana north to Huntsville, be aware that a QLCS tornado is possible. That does not mean it's going to happen. Possible means possible. I think we're gonna focus our attention solely on this tornado warning here. This is not going to become our attention until we know that we do have a new tornado warning. So until then, we're right here with it. That could be some rotation. Just on top of McGee. This is where your tornado was. It is now right here. We're seeing a lot of grays kind of meet into here, signaling to me, hey, it's weakening. Certainly good news. But I'm watching this area here as we may be seeing that rotation transcend to right on top of McGee. Now I want to take a look at correlation coefficient. We should get a scan here in about a minute or so. I know I'm stepping off screen a lot. I'm taking constant drinks of water. Because my throat is dry today. So. I have enough confidence to say tornado is not on the ground. I do want to point out there is no enhanced risk anymore. It has been canceled. We have not been able to update our graphics since we came live. And there you go. That's a lot bigger than I thought it would be. Alright. Raleigh. There's McGee. Okay. Also, Pickens County tornado warning. Carrollton, Reform, Pickensville, Gordo. That's also on a different part of that cell. Alright, there we go. we're going to call out this one first. If you are in Mount Olive, Hot Coffee, So-So, Stringer, Bay Springs, Lewin, Montrose, Raleigh, Miz, Taylorsville, McGee, you are now under a tornado warning, and the tornado warning goes until 9:45. Yes, it goes until 9:45. So if you're along, let me zoom in just a little bit. State Highway 15 from Montrose to So-So, pull over, find a substantial shelter. You guys have enough time, 30 minutes, to find a shelter along this. You got 30 minutes. You need to be in a shelter in 10 minutes. If you do not have that shelter in 10 minutes, you need to pull over at the next building, whether it's a store or something, and see if you can enter. Don't do anything illegal. Tornado warnings do not give you that right. And Pickensville, why did I choose Birmingham? That's not smart of me. Oh, okay. Bordeaux, Reform, Carrollton, Pickensville. You need to be in your safe place. There is a tornado warning active, and this also expires at 9:45. So, if you're driving along U.S. Highway 82 from Elrod to Ethelsville and Macedonia, stop driving. Find a close, substantial shelter, whether it's in Gordo or Reform. Whatever route you're heading, you've got time. Reform, you need to be in your shelter right now, actually. Carrollton, same thing. If you're driving along Alabama State Highway 17 from US 82 on south to Alabama 14 in Aliceville, it's not wise to be driving. You're going to have heavy rain, it's nighttime, and there's a possible tornado in this. So you really need to be thinking about finding a shelter in Carrollton, whether it's in Carrollton or Reform. If you're in the middle, try to pull over at the next available turnoff and find a structure, whether it's a store or maybe a skyscraper even, which I know there's not going to be any in there, but my processor is slow, so forgive me about that. That's your rotation right there. It's going to be lifting off to the northeast. 5 minutes, Pickensville, you will be fine in 5 minutes. Realistically, give it 5 minutes. So at 8:55, you guys in Pickensville should be able to come out of your safe place here. That does not mean Carrollton, Reform, or Gordo, or anyone from here. That means Pickensville and US 14. Other than that, you need to be in your safe place. All right, let's go back down to Mississippi. Well, before we do that, we got a new radar scan, so we're going to patiently wait for the velocity scan. While we do that, I want to take a look at something. Okay, alright, that's good. At least, okay. This is your rotation right here. Let's storm track it. Last storm track on this one for like 10 minutes. State Highway, Alabama State Highway 17. It's going to be along in about 15.5 minutes. You got 15.5 minutes, so you need to be, till the tornado crosses over, you need to be in shelter now. In 22 minutes, This is going to be right here along US Highway 82. In 30 minutes, it's going to be north of Gordo. In 40 minutes, it's going to be out of the warning. All right, now let's go to Mississippi, where we do have a tornado warning. Two, technically. I'm going to make sure I unmuted when I just accidentally pressed the button. Yeah, we're good. We got multiple pockets of rotation here, in my opinion. One of them is just to the west of McGee, right here. Another one is right here, and the other one is right here. Let's storm track this one first. Raleigh, 5 minutes. Shelter now. Right here, this is 15 minutes. Each one of these little dashes along the line, that's a 15-minute interval. So 15 right here, 30 here. It'll be out of that warning in 30 minutes. This is not the best storm tracker, I agree, but it's something I do like. All right, State Highway 35. This is State Highway 35 here. This is 10 minutes. 11 minutes, okay. 11 minutes from now, this is going to be along 35. If you're on 35, find the closest substantial shelter, whether it's the next turnoff or what. There's a lot of smaller cities that are not included in this. And my third and final area that I do believe rotation is right here. It'll be south of Miz in 15 minutes. It'll be along Alabama Highway 28 or State Highway 28 in 18 minutes. And as we progress, it's going to remain over rural areas here. It's going to remain rural areas through its 30-minute mark. I am exiting chat, by the way. Chat will no longer be visible to me for a short time. I'm going to put my phone radar onto a different radar. That way I can see what we're seeing in Alabama. That way I don't miss anything. I figured this right here is a tornado. Yep, that's a tornado right there. Give it one more scan here, and that will confirm to me that, hey, we got a tornado on the ground. Which I do believe we do. North of Miz. This is going to be to the northwest of Miz, probably by about 5 miles or so. So it's going to be along County Road 503, and just like that, they've already, I am decently surprised that they've already got the confirmed tornado warning on it. That was very, very fast. It's faster than last time. We're about to switch from, we're about to switch off of this view. Probably go back into my original desk mode. Alright, this is your tornado right here. This little yellow is your tornado. That is why we are here. We do have a tornado on the ground. It is on the ground doing damage as we speak. So if you're along Mississippi 35, you need to be in your safe place. Oh wow. I'm kind of surprised by this. That's your tornado. That white line is your storm track. I flexible it, so This is the area that needs to watch from Montrose to Bay Springs. This whole tornado warning needs to be in shelter, but the immediate tornado, there's multiple areas of rotation along this line. That's why the warning is so big. That's why the warning covers from Hot Coffee and So-So to Raleigh, I think it's Raleigh, to Montrose. That's the reason. But the tornado, I will say this once again, multiple areas of rotation along the line. Here's one. One's just down here. And this is the one that has a tornado. Right there. That is the reason that they are putting the confirmed tag on it. It doesn't mean that this one has a tornado. It doesn't mean this one. It means this one. You can see a tornado on this one. I don't want to downplay any of this. This whole warning polygon needs to be in their safe place. Looks like the one down here did weaken a lot, considerably. My internet just disconnected and came back. That's very scary. Maybe having internet issues. That's your tornado. Let's wait on a new velocity scan. While we wait, let's go to Alabama, Pickens County. Carrollton, Reform, Pickensville, Gordo, shelter now. Actually, Pickensville, you're fine. Come out. Pickensville is fine. Pickensville, your severe weather threat's over. You're still under the tornado warning. However, this is the tornado threat here. It's not going to do a U-turn. It's not. It's not going to flex around. It's going to be along this line. This line is not going to magically go that way. If it does, I will seriously reconsider life. That's why I'm saying Pickensville, you're fine. And you can come out of your safe place. Oh, we got a tornado on the ground here too. North of Carrollton, tornado on the ground. That's a tornado debris signature right there. We'll see. Yeah, let's wait another scan here, but I do believe Alabama also has a confirmed tornado ongoing. I do believe. Let's wait on another scan here. While we wait, we're going to transition into sitting. I have been standing 90% of the day. Ever since about 12 p.m. we've been on our legs. And after so long, if I don't have to be up here, that does include probably about 5 minutes of preparation just to do that. Bear with me, guys. It's going to be worth it. Because I can do a lot more call-outs this way. So what we're going to do... do that. I'm going to do that. And we're going to absolutely take down my setup that I worked so hard on building. And we're going to transition your tornado. We're going to move it back. We're going to come back for just a second. That's your tornado right there. It's moving this way. Just so you guys know. We're going to highlight this so you guys can still see it even though I'm not directly pointing at it. We will be now preparing the new look for this stream. There we go. We're moving everything back. So just give me a second here to get everything in position. That's your tornado right there. We'll take a look back here in Mississippi here in a second. This just allows us to get better coverage to you guys if we do this now. This does include taking my green screen down and putting it up elsewhere. So I'm sorry about this. Give me like 4 minutes, 3 minutes, and we'll be ready to go. Something's wrong. Seriously wrong with it. I do allow for errors. Oh, that's my error. There we go. Now all I gotta do is move my face camera and my chair back. We're gonna move the face camera really quickly. So we're gonna mute up just for a second. There we go, everyone. We got that back. Now all that's left is realistically moving my chair. Alright, we are now set. New tornado warning for Jefferson Davis and Covington, Mississippi. By the way. Alright, we are now situated. Let's get everything set here. Oh, that's right. Sorry if there's any noise or anything like that. There we go. Sorry about that, everyone. That took us, yes, there's a lot of snow. I do know that. But right now we do have tornado coverage. So bear with me here. As snow coverage needs to wait, as we do have 2 ongoing tornado warnings. Let's get down to Covington, Mississippi, where we do have a probable ongoing tornado here. This is going to be just south. This is going to be for Basefield. That's your rotation right here that we are seeing. I'm going to put on headphones too. While we do that, we're going to plug in my wireless device, known as a phone. So, everyone, we are back. Sorry it took me so long to get the, it took me a little bit to get back into the little hole. Alright, here we go. This is your rotation right here. This is why the tornado warning for Jefferson Davis and Covington has been issued for those counties. We will have snow coverage as soon as we are tornado warning list. That doesn't mean anytime soon. I think it's going to be a little bit before we can get snow coverage out. So, and right here, this tornado is still on the ground right there. It's lifted, but it was on the ground temporarily. And so we now have one tornado on the ground. That's going to be in Pickens County. I hate having carpet to floor. That's going to be for Pickens County, Alabama. Which, let's go to that tornado warning really quickly. See what we're looking at. If that tornado's crossing Alabama 17 right now. Right there. That's your tornado. That has lifted. Okay, Alabama has lifted. We'll get a storm track here in just a second. Trying to figure out why my device is not connecting to my headphones. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that, everyone. We're back. We're back. Let's turn this off until I can update that real quickly. We are getting a new graphic, and we will have snow coverage, don't worry. I'm not abandoning you snow people. The tornado warning for Alabama is being allowed to expire as we speak. So they are going to cancel Pickens County, or that's what I am hearing through the chat. There we go. Sorry about that, everyone. That took me a little bit to update everything. One last thing I want to update before... Oh, I never had the enhanced on. That's good news. So you guys haven't been looking at that. Alright. They are canceling this tornado warning, though, right here. Which I agree with. A lot of grays in this area. So, I do agree with them canceling that tornado warning. Okay, that's working. I did not know if that was working or not. Alright. not good. But this is that old tornado here. It's done. It's over. Your threat there is still ongoing. There you go. Pickens County has been canceled. We are now focused specifically and solely on Mississippi, which is really good news here. Bay Springs, you need to be in your safe place. Miz, you're fine. Collins, Seminary, Sanford, So-So, Stringer, Summerland, Hot Coffee, Taylorsville. You guys need to be in your safe place. There are multiple areas along this line that is rotating. We're going to include both of these. These both expire at 9:45. There are 4 areas that I'm looking at that has potential for a tornado. It does not mean a tornado is going to happen. It means there is potential for it to happen here. This tornado watch is still ongoing, by the way. This is still ongoing. I just want to point that out. I'm putting my phone back on the music really quickly because my playlist broke. Okay, there we go. We're fine. Alright. So 4 areas of rotation. We're going to start from the more northern one, and we're going to transpire south. Alright, let's go. Bay Springs area. This is rotation right here. Let's get a storm track on this. They have downgraded to a tornado warning. Good news. That doesn't not include Raleigh, Mount Olive, or Miz. This is going to be moving up out of the warning in about 15 minutes. Bay Springs, it'll be there in about 10 minutes or so. That's not another one. Right there. Okay. I was trying to figure out where I highlighted that other one. And it's going to be moving off to the northeast. It'll be around Hot Coffee in about 10 minutes or so. In 15 minutes, it'll be on the county line of Smith and Covington. In 20 minutes, it'll be on the county line of Smith and Jasper. In 30 minutes, it will be in Stringer. Your second to most southern tornado warning here is going to be moving off here. Collins, you're in the direct rotation as we speak. It's going to be crossing US 84 in about 4 minutes. In 15 minutes, we'll be almost on the line of Smith County. No, Jones County, sorry. On the county line of Jones and Covington. In 27 minutes, it'll be north of So-So, and then here in 30, it will be there. In about 32 minutes, it will be on the county line of Jasper and Jones. And this last one, which really looks significant here, Seminary, 15 minutes, same with US 49, 15 minutes. It'll be out the warning in 20. So we're going to watch this line very closely. And this right here is the only part of the line I'm worried about producing tornadoes. This is really the only part of the line I do think has that threat. Yes, the whole line has the threat. But anything that would amount to a probable tornado would be right along this area. That does not mean the whole line's tornado warning. It's just these 2 red boxes. I'm just pointing out where the greatest QLCS tornado threat currently is. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to kind of draw where we're looking here. That right there is your track. These are the towns that need to be prepared. If you're in the red box, tornado warning, shelter. But if you're in this blue area, Ellisville, Laurel, Sanders, Heidelberg, Paulding, and Stonewall, you guys need to be prepared for it. You're not under a tornado warning. This is the area in blue that needs to be prepared for a tornado warning. Again, if you're in a red box, you're also under a tornado warning. So, this one's really looking pretty nice, I will say. This rotation's gathering its stuff up, which is not good. And as we come further north near Collins, just to the east of Collins, you got a little bit of rotation that's going to be moving off towards 84 here. I'm going to track this, actually. We've been under these tornado warnings for a long time now, so. Alright, let's storm track this. It'll cross US 84 3 times in 15 minutes. So US 84 from Laurel to Collins, stop driving. Williamsburg, Bassfield. You guys can come out of your tornado safe place. That tornado threat's behind you. Collins, 5 minutes. You guys will be good. Seminary, Sanford, Hockoffee, Summerland, Soso, Stringer, Bay Springs, Lewin, and Montrose. Stay in your safe place. Silverina. You guys need to stay. Silverina can come out of your tornado safe place. There is no active tornado threat in Silverina anymore. That line is passed. You guys can actually go to sleep because your tornado threat is fortunately over. I'm going to turn on my place files and I'm going to turn on Watch by County. This is really this yellow is the tornado watch. This is active watches and warnings. This is your watches and warnings right here. This area here is the area that we are concerned with tornadoes. Anything into Alabama, not likely to produce a tornado. I just want to make that clear. And, yeah, there's no mesoscale discussion. Okay. I just had to kind of say that. We will have a snow graphic here soon. That might be in a little bit. Because these tornado warnings expire in 25 minutes. This rotation here near Bay Springs, let's get a track on that. It'll be out of the warning in 10 minutes. Taylorsville, stay in your safe place for about 3 or so minutes and you guys should be able to come out. The reason I'm always setting motion for warning, these two warnings have very similar motion, but they're not exact. If they were exact, I wouldn't worry about it, but I will show you guys. One's moving faster than the other. And so that is why I keep doing that. Very, very broad rotation. That's not even worth noting. Okay. Collins, you guys can come out of your tornado safe place. Your tornado threat's done. Stonewall, Paulding, DeSoto, Quitman, Pachuta, Pashuta, Barnett, Vosburg. You guys are under a tornado warning until 10:15. You need to be in your tornado safe place. Right there. That's your rotation. I'm going to look and see how long that tornado watch was extended. I just want to kind of know where we're thinking here. That tornado watch is extended. That's why I want to make sure I can update that graphic, but alright, you gonna load? Okay, there we go, it's loading. Sorry about that, everyone. My phone's being slow today. $11 p.m. That tornado watch was extended to 11, and I believe it's exactly just one tornado warning. Tornado watch number 2. Good news. Okay. I'm going to update the graphic really quickly. Excuse me. Okay, graphic has been updated. Seminary, you guys are still under the gun. Tornado warning continues for you guys, so you need to be in your safe place. Collins, Bassfield, Williamsburg, you are completely out of that tornado warning. There is no more tornado warning for you guys, which is certainly good news today. Realistically, once you exit these counties here, your tornado threat significantly decreases. This is where my now new greatest tornado threat is. Right there. That's your greatest tornado threat. Wiggins should not have a tornado warning. However, if anything does form there, that's where I get that. Other than that, this is where the National Weather Service thinks your greatest tornado threat is as well. So, there's that. Hattiesburg, you should be fine again. Once this little line passes you guys, severe weather threat's over. This is a one and done day today. Unless if you were caught in a small prefrontal or two. That's unwarned. No, that's warned. Ah! Storm track here. Storm motion. You got Paulding. Rotation will be just to the north of you in 15 minutes. In about 26 minutes, it's going to be on the county lines of Clark and Jasper counties. It will be past U.S. Highway 11 in 30 minutes. In 40 minutes, it'll be along U.S. 45. And State Highway 145. State Highway 145. So, I'm going to draw a blue line where I do believe needs to watch for a new tornado warning, because I figure they'll... This area here needs to watch for a tornado warning. This does not mean you will be in a tornado warning. This is the area to watch. That blue line is prepare for a tornado warning. I just want to make this perfectly clear. This means prepare. Blue line is prepare. Alright, I'm going to turn off watches and mesoscale discussions. So I'm going to keep them on just in case something does happen. You've got rotation right here. That'll be moving up towards Laurel. This is why I said Laurel as well, Waynesboro. Jones, Wayne, Clark, and Jasper counties prepare for a tornado warning. That includes the whole county. The tornado warning should not include the whole county, but just be prepared for a tornado warning because they're going to extend this because that's enough to support a tornado warning. Right here. That's where we're looking at for rotation as we speak. Excuse me. And this is a really good rotation right there. That's going to be moving right north of Paulding. I mean, it's going to be too close for comfort in Paulding. I'm going to again mark every area of rotation along this area here. There's a reason this one's question marked. It's super broad, and it could tighten up or it could loosen up. That's why the question mark is on that second to bottom one. That's currently your areas of rotation that we are looking at. I wish I can think of things not on stream. I'm gonna have to try that into a script real quick. Very skinny line. Wichita's getting it right now. Oof. Y'all got a lot of snow in Wichita. Well, we're not really going to move from this view much here at this point. We're going to keep storm tracks up. Again, anyone in this area really needs to prepare for a tornado warning. That area there, prepare. Because this right here is rotating. That right there. We're using Jackson. It's up there. How do you tell if there's rotation? Well, your greens move towards radar, reds move away. And when you have that, usually you have rotation. And that right there is rotation when these reds touch. There are a lot of exceptions to this rule, but right there, greens move towards, reds move away. And that is the reason why rotation is noticeable. And different radars have different color tables, I will say. Let's get a storm track on this one right here. there we go. I fixed that scroll text up here, by the way. I saw a mistake I had in it. Alright, there's your rotation right there. Let's get that as storm tracked. Okay, that looks so much better. Okay. We're down to 2 tornado warnings, and I do believe that they are not reissuing. I am so confused by why we're not reissuing right there for so-so. For Ellisville and Laurel. But, so-so, you guys are almost fine. You guys are also able to come out of your safe place. This is going to cut way too close to the north of Paulding. Way too close for comfort in Paulding. If you're in Paulding, you need to be in your tornado safe place. I don't think we're having snow coverage today. Thursday, snowstorm chase, but that's different. Alright, well, let's take a look into Birmingham. I know there's no... Okay. We're down to 1 tornado warning for now. For now. After this tornado warning, we're going to transition to about 30 or so minutes of snow coverage. This is just a line. These are special weather statements. 40-mile-per-hour winds. Maybe 50. Gusty winds could knock down tree limbs and blow around objects. Unsecured objects in specific. Alright, let's go back to your tornado warning here. This does include Paulding, Pashuta, Quitman, DeSoto, Barnett, Vosburg, Enterprise, Basic, and Stonewall. If you're in Mount Rose, Lewin, sorry, I keep butchering that one. Yeah. You guys need to be in your safe place. Basic, Paulding, and those areas. Your rotation is weakening, which is certainly good news. This is on the back line / side. Again, once this line passes, it's over. Your severe weather threat's over, and that's it. But again, red polygon needs to be respected. You do not disrespect these polygons. Okay. I just want to make sure I was seeing that right. This is your rotation right here. Let's highlight this right there. That is your rotation that they are showing is the main rotation. I think if it wasn't for that rotation, this tornado warning would be canceled, which with the rate this rotation is, let me turn down animation speed. There we go. I'll turn it back up later. It's broadening out from right here. It's broadening out, it's weakening. Certainly good news. Now I'm turning back my animation speed back to like how I like it. I like it just to where reflectivity is smooth. Which it is smooth here, so. Okay. It's even more broadened. So I do believe that this area will see the tornado warning get canceled. until it does get canceled by the National Weather Service, that does not mean come out of your safe place. That's just my thoughts on this. I will throw it out there right now. That does not mean to come out by any means. I will call towns out that can come out. And none of the towns in this warning can come out yet. Paulding, you probably got 10 minutes, you guys come out. I really was not anticipating to have this right now. I thought we were going to have snow coverage, so excuse me on that. I also got to create a graphic for that. Again, broad rotation. I don't think it's going to be too much of a concern. Let's wait until see what the National Weather Service thinks about it. And we'll go into the sorry about that. I do that for a reason. Yeah, see how these grays are starting to interject? Or the very, 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 very light greens slash the very green-gray mix? Yes, that's good news. That means we're starting to see this weaken off. It's just past as Paulding. You guys are fine. Once Paulding, once this gets past you, your tornado threat is over after that passes you. Just to be aware that your tornado threat's over. Stay in shelter about a minute to 2 minutes after that passes you, and I will call your name out. Paulding, stay in your safe place though, for now. I kind of have a feeling they're about to cancel the tornado warning though, so certainly good news once they do that. Sorry, I'm tired today. Not anything of concern. I want to make sure we're still on the, yeah, okay. The rotation's associated with that, by the way. And this is your only tornado warning. And it's valid for the next 34 minutes. I don't know if it's obvious I'm tired, but I've yawned about 8 times in the past 10 minutes. Y'all need to be paying attention in these areas that are getting snow and ice. Ice is extremely dangerous. I know some people who have wrecked in ice. I personally have not experienced that quite yet. Thank the Lord. But snow is also just as dangerous sometimes. When snow melts, it turns to water. That water can freeze and it turns to ice. And that's what's scary. We'll go into snow stuff here after this tornado warning expires and we don't have an active tornado warning. That's your rotation right there. Very broad, very weak. I figured they're going to let it cancel off here in a few minutes. Probably in 10 minutes I'll cancel it. If not, it will go all the way. Let's go to the severe thunderstorm warning. I know it's not as important as tornado warning, but I do want to show the severe thunderstorm warning off. Franklin, it's over for you guys. Pierce part as well. That's a rotation right there as it moves through. So right there. New radar scan, by the way. Yeah, it's broadening out even more, just scan by scan, so I do believe in about 15 or so minutes I'll cancel this tornado warning. Paulding! You're fine. Paulding, you can come out of your tornado safe place. Your severe weather threat is over for the night. You can go to sleep. You can do what you want now in Paulding. Sorry. So this is your only active tornado warning. Then you have a severe thunderstorm warning for Louisiana and the parishes of St. Mary, St. Martin, and Iberia. Oh, never mind. They just canceled that severe thunderstorm warning. Okay. It's losing more character. I'm going to turn on smoothing here. It's losing character as we go, which is certainly good news. So, once again, Paulding, you are safe to come out of your tornado safe place now. That right there is rotation. Yeah, that makes sense. I just want to take a look here. This is for personal gain only. 66 degrees. 50 degrees. So 52. $54. Nothing. No temperature. Okay. I just wanted to kind of see how stout it was. It's not that bad. I forgot to take a look at 2 point. 48, 2 point, 46, 63, 66, 62, 62, 64, 67. Okay. I just want to check that. That's METAR stations. It's surface observation. It's really useful for detecting dry lines. That's personally why I have it on here, so I can detect, hey, where this dry line's at, etc. It's not a stout dry line, but this is a cold front as well, so this is your normal January tornado outbreak. I believe tornado outbreak, maybe. I don't know how many tornadoes have been confirmed today. I haven't been home all day. We're not seeing any tornadoes on the ground. Paulding, again, I will repeat it. You guys are safe to come out of your tornado safe place. Alright, let's go up to Alabama. I just want to take a look here at the rest of this line that I know has produced a tornado. Okay, there is nothing in Alabama of concern any longer. This is where we're looking at for that possible tornado. That's your rotation right there. It's weakening so much, so that's certainly good news. It's just a matter of time before it weakens below severe limits. Sorry about that. Echo tops really aren't that impressive. Okay, so echo tops is useless. Okay, about 23,000 feet in there. That's not too bad. We should be getting a radar update here in the next few seconds, probably in about 30-45 seconds, probably. Sorry. So wait on this new velocity scan, and then we'll determine what we're doing based off of the next velocity scan. There you go, new radar scan. Alright, now it's a matter of like 20 seconds or so before we get a new velocity scan. I say 20. Oh, there we go. And there we go. Just like that, it's tightened back up. So, here soon we'll be able to clear Vosburg even. Not yet. Vosburg stayed in a safe place, but here soon. So, it's still a very dangerous situation in Stonewall. And my mesoscale discussions went down. That's impressive. Okay. Line 36. 0 for line. Okay, I can rescript that here in a minute. I think I know where I went wrong with that. I was tweaking my code because there was an additional thing I wanted to add. So, nice. I just messed up my mesoscale discussion place file. Alright, anyways, this is your tornadic rotation right here. It's going to be moving off to northeast. Just like that. That's your track right there. That right there is your main concern, right there. I provide that just in case it fluctuates north or south. These things wobble. Tornadoes can wobble. That's why I add that little white, that little blue thing. And that is going to be lifting off to northeast. Stonewall, less than 10 minutes. Straight 10 minutes. 9 minutes, actually, sorry. Forgetting to include the time of radar scan, which was 2 minutes ago. So 9 minutes. Excuse me. That's your rotation right there. That is impressive. If you are along Interstate 59, stay in your safe place. 5 minutes. Could you please look at the weather for Lancaster, Pennsylvania? Yep. Let me take a look at weather models, because I'm not switching this radar for obvious reasons, but we will take a look at weather models here. And active reflectivity. This is active reflectivity. Let me change sector. Subregional. Never mind. There is probably a bit of snow in the southern tip of Pennsylvania. I don't exactly know where Lancaster is. I'm sorry. Let me Google it. PA. So near Harrisburg. Near Philadelphia, okay. You guys are expecting a little bit of snow, not too much, but right now I'd go in deeper in depth, but we do have a tornado warning, so I don't want to quite leave the tornado warning. That's, again, this is your tornadic rotation here. This is approaching Stonewall. If you're along Interstate 59, you guys come out of your tornado safe place. If you're driving along Interstate 59, you guys, the severe weather threat has passed you. You're done. So, Stonewall, you need to stay in your safe place. This is going to be too close. Vosburg, stay in your safe place for about 5 more minutes. Interstate 59 west. You guys are done. Your severe weather threat is over. Like, over. So, I just want to point that out right now. That Interstate 59 west is done. And your really your main threat for this tornado warning is right here. This is the main area. I actually extended that too far. This is the main area of the tornado warning we're watching. Right here. This is the main. That does not mean south of that does not stay sheltered. Quitman, DeSoto, Barnett, Vosburg. You need to stay sheltered. Pachuta, you also need to stay sheltered. But this is where the main area I do believe we are looking at. And I figured they're about to condense this tornado warning that does remain in effect until 10:15 p.m. Central Standard Time for Jasper and Clark counties. I'm going to read this off. At 9:50, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Orange or 10 miles west of Quitman. 10 miles west. So this was that cell there. Right there. It was there. Moving east at 45 miles per hour. Oh, if I'm overlooking things. There you go. They're basically confirming what I said. Barnett, Truda, you guys need to be in your safe place just a little bit longer. This now, Jasper County is clear. All of Jasper County, you're done for the night. Have a good night, Jasper County. Clark County is still facing this, so we're still watching that in Jasper County. But for now, Quitman, I messed up there and I didn't know how to reverse it, so I had to fulfill for that. Your rotation has died off significantly. That right there's rotation right there. Very weak rotation, I will say. So, I still think they're not going to let this tornado warning go much further than this. I can't see it. This is your only tornado warning, and after this tornado warning, we'll kind of go into snow for a little bit, and then we'll end. No, I was not planning on going live today. I had a lot of stuff going on, but I had like 2-hour span, and then I'd just come back when a PDS tornado warning was issued, which is why we came back so early. We would have been live 58 minutes ago had it not been for that PDS tornado warning. Just to be clear. I think they have done something to that tornado watch. That's why I'm using my phone right now, because I'm trying to view that. This is only the second tornado watch of the year. It does remain in effect until 11. That's not changing. It expires in 1 hour. Exactly. And I do believe that this tornado warning will be allowed to expire at 10:15. I don't think we'll get an extension to it. Let's just kind of get a loop as to what we've been looking at all day today. I made a mistake there. That is my bad. That's my bad for that extremely long. We're going to zoom in right here. That's your rotation right there. Very weak. Sorry. While we're here, I'm going to take this time. Severe weather coverage 1/5/2024. There we go. That is updated. Yeah, I do believe the tornado warning will be allowed to expire at 10:15. That's only 14 minutes from now, so. So that's that for you guys. Here, we will be starting probably tomorrow. I'm not exactly sure. We're going to be starting to upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday with weather updates. That it's not official tomorrow because I've got a lot of stuff I have to do tomorrow in preparation for school starting Tuesday. And then for a snow chase Thursday. So, I just want to point that out, that we are starting that up soon. It'll come out around 7 p.m. Now, I also have to go to school, so it's a little bit later. 5 p.m. It'll come out at 5 p.m. And if there's like a basketball game I have to do, I'll record it in the morning and upload it at 8. So that just right there to me. You guys see how these just appeared? At least this one. I don't know if this one just appeared. I didn't even notice this one down here. That confirms to me, hey, they're not gonna reissue that tornado warning. Alright, we got a new reflectivity scan. Let's take a look at the velocity scan. This will prove a lot to me. Pachuta, Barnett, you guys come out of your tornado safe place now. Enterprise, same thing. Basic, same thing. You guys come out of your tornado safe place now. Let's wait on the velocity scan and yeah, it's weakening off. I don't think they're reissuing. It would be for right here if they reissue. That's that. Barnett, you're fine. Pachuta, Stonewall, Enterprise, Basic. You guys can come out here trying to say place. Your tornado threat and severe weather threat is over for the night. You guys are good to come out of your tornado safe place. I'm sorry, I'm looking at another thing here. Makes sense, makes sense. Okay. Equipment, stay in your safe place. DeSoto, you guys need to stay in your safe place. We're gonna create a line. Anything west of this blue line, so west of the blue line that we have made, you guys are, your severe weather threat's over. You guys can go to sleep tonight. Or you can do whatever. I know some people like me are insomniacs and just don't sleep. So I just want to point that out. That you guys along that line you guys are good. And we're starting to see this form back into line. I think that the tornado threat is over. Realistically. Let's wait. Oh, we've already got the new velocity scan. That's impressive how much quicker the velocity scan comes in recently. And it's really just broadening out. That's nothing. Your main rotation would be right within here. Just so you know. So with that, the tornado warning has 9 minutes left on its time. So we're going to remain here till probably 10:25, 10:30. That way we can provide snow updates, etc. I'm just going to go through snow totals. Who's expecting snow through Saturday? Excuse me. And we should have an update tomorrow. Anyways, whether we keep that stuff going or not. With the snow and stuff. Thursday, I will be snow chasing. I want to point that out. So, you might see that on YouTube, you might not. I might just do it without really filming much. No, that's not gonna do anything. Let's look at this new scan here, and we're probably gonna There we go. I moved it over to here so I can tell if there's anything. Let's go through weather data here and let's go to GFS. Contiguous US, winter. We're going to go through precipitation type. Alright, this is active. This is active right here. Trying to figure out what I have this time on. Okay, there we go. We do have a tornado warning in effect for equipment and Stonewall. However, we are basically dropping coverage on that because the rotation has weakened so much. So, here we go. Snow up in Pennsylvania, Maryland, West Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee will continue here. Then you're going to see some snow up in Texas. There's a chance for snow up through the Four Corner area, Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, and Utah. And then Thursday, snow starts to move into Oklahoma and North Texas on Wednesday. And this will transform. Blue is snow, pink is mixed, purple is heavy possible ice. And this will transpire into Maryland. Alabama could even see some snow, northern part of Alabama. Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia, Maryland, Pennsylvania, and part of New York could be seeing snow next. The snowfall totals and what I like about it not being alright, here we go. Here's your snowfall totals. This is 6 p.m. Central on Tuesday. This is 6 p.m. Saturday. 3 inches of snow possible in Oklahoma. I'm sure you Oklahoma snow lovers are really, really going to enjoy that. Sorry, wrong button. I can tell my face is like really bright, so. 19 additional inches. And even in the Dallas area, 9 inches is possible. This is not exact. This is what's possible. I have a feeling that it's kind of overdoing that. And with 24-hour snow accumulation, three inches in Oklahoma City. I'm sure you guys are going to love that. And then I do not use that. This is what? Okay, this is it right here. We're doing this now, so I don't have to be live much. Alright, this is about where I think GFS gets wonky. So we're not going to go past 180, which we're almost there. It's at F153 and F180, which is forecast hour 180. I don't like forecasting out further than 180. But yeah, this area here is expecting anywhere from an inch to up to even possibly 19 inches. I wouldn't rule it out. I will not say it's not gonna happen. I will not say it's going to happen. And then maybe 4 inches up here into your Canadian areas here. In that area. So these areas are expecting the most snowfall and stuff, and they are allowing that tornado warning for Quitman and Clark County to expire. They are allowing it to expire, which is certainly good news. They have replaced it with a special weather statement. So I just want to point that out. While we're here, let's go up here. Let's go to Kansas City. Kansas City here. Okay, there is an active tornado warning. We're not going to worry about it. The tornado warning does not have any threat to life anymore. They are allowing it to expire. Heavier snow down here. This is all snow in the Kansas City metro. We're seeing reports of 10 inches of snow in Kansas City. That is, I would love to see 10 inches of snow. I'm a snow guy. What about you guys? Are you guys snow guys, or are you a summer guys? What type of person are you? I'm personally someone who likes both worlds. Snow, I really like. There you go. The tornado warning has expired. It is no longer graphic. So we scroll lock and move that down. Perfect. I like snow. Where I'm at, I don't get a lot of snow, like, ever. So, yeah, snow's pretty cool. I hate driving in it, I will be honest. I've had an encounter with snow. There was a vehicle accident that was not because of ice or snow. It was just two idiots colliding with each other. Someone was on their phone. The other was stopped in the middle of the road for some reason. We still don't know why. And they crashed. And so we were stuck in that for a good 2 hours. Half of us just got out and had a snowball fight. That's the fun part of it. But honestly, it sucks to be stuck. 11 inches in near Lexington at Wellington. Wow. We're not going to leave that. 12 inches. A foot of snow. 1 foot of snow. That is pretty cool. And that's going to be near Falls City. That's going to be a public report. Don't, just ignore this. Ignore that. That's a graphical error we're having. And there's snow throughout. Let's go to Kansas. We're going to St. Louis. We're going to make our way to the West Coast, and the East Coast, sorry. And then we're going to end off, because we're going to work on scripting a warning graphic for you guys. A lot of snow through this area. It's not as heavy, but still 6.5 inches in Indiana. And here's where we start seeing your mix and freezing rain. Freezing rain is basically ice. That's what it is. Mix of snow, rain, sleet, snow and sleet. Freezing rain. And so that's the danger part of it, is the ice that can form from these events. Let's go into... We're just making our way. We're not really in a big thing. So far today, this is as of 45 minutes ago, 3.6 inches in Wilmington of snow. And here you go. Here's that dividing. This right here divides your snow being on top. Why did we go into that? I'm so sorry about that little error we just had. That is my fault. This is up here. Snow. My handwriting sucks. I understand that. Mix and... cold ice rain. I don't really want to spell out freezing right now, so there's that. Okay, let's move over to 6 inches of snow in Charleston. Wow. And now it's freezing rain. That's not fun. That's a per emergency management. So again, there's your dividing line there. That's your dividing line right there. And this separates your freezing rain, snow, mix, freezing rain, and rain. So there you go. I'm not as much of a snow cover as I want to be. I don't personally have the time to get to study snowstorms. I've had all the time to study severe weather. Now I'm studying earthquakes, etc. And this area here is snow. All of this here is snow. This a little bit of a mix here near Bedford and Charlotte Courthouse. Alright. So, on that note, everyone, I'm going to get to scripting the graphics for you guys. I finally got to learn coding, so I can script graphics for you guys. It's going to take me a little bit. If I am needed back, I'll be back. Until next time, peace out. Be aware, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you get notified tomorrow when I upload a snupdate. We're going to call it a snupdate. Snow and update mixed. That's corny, I know. But it is what it is. Alright, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.